Now I'm going to show you some growth hacking stuff. Okay, this is really, really the best stuff. And for you, what we're going to do is we're going to use web design. This is how you growth hack RFPs. Okay, so let's go to google.com and we paste this here. Okay, so what this does is it's saying, okay, in title, proposal, web design, right? Web development, file type, PowerPoint, file type, PowerPoint X, file type, PDF, file type, doc, file type, doc X, example, sample request, school, students, right? So I might go like this and say, proposal, right? Let's click enter on that. Okay, what are we seeing here? Hold on.
So why did you grab this? Like, this is just like a random.
Yeah, let me send you this this article. This is a really good place to. Hold on 1 second. Where's the chat at? Let me just unshare for a sec. Okay, here's the chat. Okay, guys, take a look at that link. Okay, very powerful stuff. Okay, I want you guys to look at that link. We're going to do this right now. Okay, so in text.
I don't think it's sent yet, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry. I sent it to the panelists. Here we go, guys. Boom. That's the link right there. Okay, let me just set this up for you guys right here. So basically what you're looking for is in text. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, find web design RFPs. So take a look at my screen. Are you guys seeing my screen right now?
Not yet.
Let's share that down. Zoom in on this a little bit.
There we go.
Okay, so you see how it says request for proposal? I got to go like this, in text, right? Okay. And then I put in quotations, request for proposal or RFP, right? That's what I'm searching for, right? A request for proposal. I'm looking for anything that says in their text, like in the text here, request for proposal or RFP. Does that make sense? And I'm looking for different file types. And I'm looking, if you look over here, web development, web design, these are all the keywords I'm looking for specific to the RFP, right? So now, do you see where it says template? I'm going to go sample. Let's change this to 2021. Okay.
Just a quick question before you move on. So right here, everything's separated by those lines. So is it safe to also put like software development, marketing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you got it, man.
Cool.
Okay. So let's take a look at these, right? So boom, first one. Look at this RFP. Web design and development request for proposal. This is 2021. It was in May of 2021. Okay. Their budget was 23 grand on the new website. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Their goal for the website launch was August 31st. So that literally was, they probably launched what, like 3 days ago now. And they're talking about their immunizecolorado.org. Like they're talking about the whole project, what they need on the site, what are the goals of the site, what CMS do they want to use, everything about their project that they're looking to get work done for. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, and that's called growth hacking, right? Because these files are available 99% of the time, Adam, on the client's website only. Does that make sense to you? So like a BMW, for example, right? I used to run a valet company and we used to do a lot of RFPs for like large scale car companies. So I would do this stuff for like BMW and look for their annual RFPs around like their trade shows and like their new releases and stuff. And the biggest thing is when you submit an RFP, you must stand out. That's the number one thing, Adam, okay? So don't take this generic approach, right? Figure out a way to stand out every single time. And that's what we try to do on Upwork. That's what we try to do with these RFPs. But yeah, literally, you have a plethora of RFPs. Here's another one, right? Let's take a look at this one. Let's see the budget here. This guy, did they see it? Did they set a budget here? Yep, $30,000. Okay. See that?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, these are definitely the type of skills we're trying to get more of. So this is good.
Yep. More, man. There's tons, man. There's literally tons of RFPs, 8 pages of RFPs right now, just on 2021 with this specific query, just on sample 2021. You can go sample 2022. You can go, you can even put specific months. You can even put specific keywords, right? You can even change the location of your search, right? So change your IP address so that it's in the States and whatnot. So there's lots of ways to source out really high quality RFPs from Google. Now, here's how you do this, Adam. You need someone in your office, the same person that's doing your Upwork RFPs. Okay, that same person needs to be doing these searches daily to source out these documents daily as they come out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, does that answer your question? Do you need more help with RFPs? Are you now look, obviously RFP Mart. Let's go to RFP Mart. RFP Mart's great. These are more enterprise though. Okay. So these are, you're talking like 500K deals, 800K deals, $1 million deals, right? $200,000 deals, $50,000 deals, right? And look, they have RFPs for accounting, they have RFPs for translation, they have RFPs for web design, mobile app center, call center, data entry, billing, right? Like let's just say auditing, right? Social media marketing, SEO, marketing and branding, writing, HR services, right? They're all in here. So real estate, brokerage, maintenance, repair, right? There might even be, let me see if there's some mortgage stuff in here. Residential mortgage data service. No, that's not it. Yeah, RFPs are less so like, they're more commercial, they're more B2B, right? So they wouldn't be necessarily, unless someone was looking for some commercial, mortgage stuff, but ultimately I don't think that's the case. So I don't think you're going to find mortgage stuff on this. This is more physical RFPs, so like building bridges, building computers, building like data mining centers, right? And then it's also digital services. So like logo design, marketing, branding, right? Like marketing services, right? You can also have transportation, rental. It's basically physical and digital RFPs, B2B. Make sense?
For sure. Okay, so for this is a little bit like, I guess, out of our league for the time being.
Yeah, I would say don't even like, you just do the growth hacking and the Upwork stuff for now. Keep it low cost, because you submitting these RFPs, for example, if you go to website design and development, these RFPs here are, first of all, being bid on by a ton of people, Adam. So that's number one. So like I said, you need that really good, your document you send them needs to like be very, very well done. And so these are in BC, Utah, across the states, right? So you can imagine how many people have access to this kind of stuff. But really, I'll tell you why. It's because, first of all, it charges you every time that you want to download an RFP and actually get access to it. So that's first of all, so you're gonna pay money to get access to these. And then the other thing is that it takes a while, right, to create an enterprise proposal, right? So when they request for proposal, when they send that RFP out, like you have to spend like 1 week or 2 weeks, creating like a custom piece for this custom project, right? And then you have to send it out and hopefully they bite on it, right? But just to give you some confidence in this process, Adam, I have clients, okay, that have used RFP Mart and have landed a marketing contract with the country Portugal. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I have a client literally who has secured a multi-million-dollar contract with the country Portugal for their tourism marketing, to be the sole agency that handles all the tourism marketing in Portugal. That was done on RFP Mart. You know what I mean? So that my point, and that's a $9 million deal. Like these are like, I know some really, really large scale agencies that use RFPs as their only source of revenue, right? And they're used to pitching these crazy deals, and they send like a thick booklet of like, it's like thick like this, right? Of just like the proposal, and it's like a physical copy, and they mail it out to the company, right? So the company gets this RFP, this nice book, right? So like they know what they're doing, right? And so ultimately, like I said, you need to stand out. And so that's how they do it. But ultimately, it really is valuable if you do have a lot of time on your hands to create a really good pitching template. And then once you create the template, then really all you're doing is you're customizing the certain pages in that template for that custom project. Make sense?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so two things. One, could you, because I saw you made some modifications to that initial Google search for the index stuff. Could you just copy and paste that in the group chat?
Absolutely. It's all you got to do. Let me explain it to you so you know, because it's not just about copying, it's about learning how to do it. Okay. So let me explain. So you see here where it says in text.
Yep.
Okay. That's the first thing I added. Does that make sense? This is just a search query. This is a search string over here. Okay. But before the search string, you must type in text : Does that make sense? And then space, and then paste the string. Okay. The string is going to work by itself, and then all you do is you change the year. Does that make sense?
All right, cool.
Okay. Awesome. And then you can play around with it, right? Like web design, change that to mobile apps, right? You can also add more. So see how this is like this is a bucket here. So what you could do is you could actually go like this, paste it again, right? Add another bucket to it. So see how web design appears 3 times? Web design, website design, website design. I could change this one to mobile app development, right? And then change that string so that that string has all 3 things in it: website development, website design, and mobile app development or web applications, whatever you want. Like, you can really play with it and learn how to growth hack. This is how you growth hack. It's reverse engineering the stuff you need. Now, on this note of growth hacking, while I'm at it, I'll also teach you guys something crazy as well. So let's just say I wanted to target my competitors' clients. Okay, you know, let's just say, Adam, I had like, I don't know, your website design company, right?
Yeah, you could do a Thoughtbot, actually. That's a good example. Or App Studio.
Is Thoughtbot a website design agency?
App development.
Okay, perfect. So look, in text, okay, quotation, okay. How do you spell Thoughtbot?
Like thought as in thinking.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that, at the bottom of their websites that they design, do they put built by Thoughtbot or do they put powered by Thoughtbot?
I'm not sure. Potentially both.
Okay,
I haven't
so
really
let's
seen
try that
much
right
of
now.
it.
So powered by, and then what's the, how do you spell it?
Thought and then BOT, one word.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay, so in text, powered by Thoughtbot. Let's see if they have websites that use that specific in text. No, they don't. Okay, so let's go, instead of powered by, let's say built by. So if this works, Adam, the way you know it's going to work is if you see their clients' websites. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go powered by webware. This is one I know for a fact works. Powered by webware, right? Webware is a company that creates websites as well. So take a look at this. Boom, webware, boom, webware, boom, webware, boom, webware, boom, webware, right? All of those, right? And there's more, right? So take a look. This is a site that's built by webware. See that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I just sourced out a previous client of one of my competitors and sourced out that client. So now I can hit up this client, call that number right there, and be like, hey, man, I know you worked with webware, but they're terrible. So we want to help you now, right? And get them into the sales process. You see what I mean? So, yeah, that's it. I mean, in-text searches are extremely powerful. So do you see the validity behind that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Answer your question?
Yeah, for sure. Just one last thing. The second part of it was now standing out, because this is like good for finding things and everything.
Yep.
But you showed how to stand out with Upwork, but now with actual like minor RFPs that you found via in-text.
Let me show you.
Do you have a template or a framework or anything?
I don't have a template because, like I said, they're all custom.
Okay.
So here's an example of like a document you'd need to create. So we did an RFP for one of the biggest hip hop tours in the US last year. It was the Bust Down Tour by Blueface. Okay, so this is the artist. You guys know Blueface? Raise your hand if you know Blueface.
I feel like I'm the only millennial here, so I might be the only guy.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so Blueface is a hip hop artist. Okay, and so what we've done is we created an RFP. So this was the document, Adam, that we put together, and you see how it's a PDF. It's actually, when we originally sent it out, we didn't send it as a PDF. We sent it as an EPUB. Does that make sense? So an EPUB is like an audio, you can watch videos in the text itself, right? So when we send it out, like there's videos in there as well in the document. So they're reading it chronologically, and then they're seeing that there's like strategic videos throughout like the document, right? And when you send them an EPUB, they have to open it using certain, platforms and whatnot. But this is the document we created, right? So we created custom graphics. These are all custom designed, right? So, and we looked at Juice WRLD's tour. We saw exactly how they got a lot of ticket sales through their Google searches and their YouTube retargeting. We planned out a YouTube retargeting strategy, and then we did our pre-sale digital strategy. So we did a viral VIP ticket giveaway. And so we were just going through strategies with them, showcasing, okay, look, with really good copy, right? Like with really good copy that I wrote word for word myself. Every page has my own word for word copy on it. And it took a while to write this document out, but you're justifying why these specifics, like for example, this slide had like one video here, one video here, one video here, and one video here, showcasing the different ads that we could create. Like this is the ads we saw in the market, Adam. You see that? So we saw Lil Pump post this ad, right? Rebel Toronto. These are all the hip hop style ads, right? In the market right now. So what we said was these are all terrible. And what we did is we said, okay, look, this is what currently exists. And then we created our own video ads that were really, really, really creative, that really like stood out. And then after we showed the creative, we were like, okay, this is our ad strategy. We planned out the ad strategy in its entirety, built a whole strategy map around it, and then went again and kept talking about all the different strategies we're going to be deploying. So like getting them in sponsored blogs to promote the tour, localized marketing, Spotify ads, Snapchat geo filters, right? So that, let's just say Pepsi, if they want to sponsor one of the venues, there was 25 shows across the US, so 25 different shows. Each show had 6,000 people in the venue, right? So we were creating Snapchat geo filters as well, for brand sponsors to come in and have like localized, awareness, and then they would make more money. The tour operator would make a lot more money through sponsorship activations just by adding geo filters in each venue. Does that make sense? So it's like an additional revenue stream. So we went through all these really unique ideas and really just laid them all out. Like, this is what we can do for you. And we even gave a timeline for it. And we even gave a budget for it. We put $100,000 on this project, right? And we got the project, Adam, okay? So this is how you stand out, my friend, okay? You need to really, really, really cater your time to the project, okay? And if they sense it and they feel that you've done that work and they know that you've done that work, they will hire you. Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for showing this. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's my duty to show that to you, right? So does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure other people have questions now, so I don't want to take up too much time.
Okay, my friend.
You know me, so I have a lot of questions. So
yes, you do. So we'll give some other people some chances, and then Adam, if we have time later and you want to go over those ads, we can do that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
if anything, we can do that for next week because I do have some stuff, meetings coming up and whatnot.
Okay, sure.
So we'll see if there are any other questions.
Absolutely, and also Monday sessions now are also Q&A and support. So feel free to pop in those. We've swapped it to support for now. We're just working on some additional new curriculum until that's ready to go. It's just going to be 2 support per week. Okay, so feel free if you need it.
Is that one at 7 p.m. still?
7 p.m. Yeah, Eastern.
Okay, cool.